I was at a point in my life where it was like, this has got to stop because my hangovers were getting so ridiculous and debilitating for a whole day. And I was just doing, I would black out from like 2 drinks because my mind, John Mulaney has a great joke about it where he says he would black out very quickly after a couple drinks because his mind was like, we know where this is going, shutting down early. Like, if you know you're gonna black out, your brain just blacks out earlier.
Right.
Because every time I drank, I would black out. So,
wow.
I woke up that next morning and I had only had it wasn't a hard night of drinking, a couple beers, but I was just the sickest I've ever been. And the thing about hangovers that I really had to look at was like, the best part about being sick, if you're going to find the best part about being sick, it's that people feel sorry for you. You get babied a little bit. You get a nurturing from your friends and family that you don't get when you're healthy. But when you're hungover, no one gives you that. So you're sick and you don't even get the only good thing about being sick, which is people feeling sorry for you. Everyone's like, you piece of shit, you did this to yourself. So I was like in the shower, in the fetal position, thinking, this is how I should feel if I'm dying. Like, I really don't want to feel this bad unless I am on my way out. So I'm not doing this anymore. And I read a book and then I was done.
What was the book?
The Easy Way to Stop Drinking by Alan Carr.
What's the easy way?
Easy way is you read this book and then you're done at the end of it.
Why?
And what he does, well, I used his method to stop smoking. The Easy Way to Stop Smoking by Alan Carr. So many people have read it. It's the one book that when you've tried everything else, nothing else works. This book, my mom quit smoking after 35 plus years.
Really?
So many of my friends, I heard about it, I think like Ellen DeGeneres and Ashton Kutcher. I heard a bunch of celebrities kind of talking about it. I read the book and you can smoke while you read it. And then by the end of the book, he just promises you, he goes, go, have a cigarette. And you're just like, no, I don't want to. And I don't need to. His method is, and this is the thing he does with drinking, any excuse you have to do that thing, he talks you out of it. He tells you a reason why your excuse is actually bullshit and there's no science behind it. And he disproves any reason that you have to do it. And we've been brainwashed by tobacco and alcohol industries to believe that quitting is really hard. And quitting alcohol is hard if you have an addiction. You can like die from it, obviously. But with tobacco, it's part of their propaganda to tell you that it's hard to quit smoking. They're the ones pushing that message, which seems like, why would they tell people it's hard? But they're doing that because if it's hard, you won't quit. So that has been their message, to be like, it's so hard to quit smoking. It's so hard. When really, it's not.
It's not?
No. The withdrawal symptoms of not smoking last up to 2 weeks. I think it's less than that. I think it's like 7 to 11 days. And the discomfort caused by wanting a cigarette is the same discomfort as being a little bit hungry. You're a little bit annoyed. It's like, it's not insurmountable. It's uncomfortable, but it passes after 7 to 11 days, I think it is. And then it's all, even when you're going through it, it's not that bad. But it's the psychological effect of thinking it's hard that makes it then hard. So once he proves to you it's not that hard, and any excuse you have to smoke, which is like, it calms me down, it raises your blood pressure, so that's inaccurate. It makes me more social. Actually, it isolates you. You know, if you really look at it, every time you smoke, you feel kind of bad. People think you stink. Like, it just, every excuse you have, and then he did it with drinking too. I went through this book, I read it. You can drink while you read the book. You have to want to quit. To pick up the book, you have to want to be like, I want this out of my life. I don't know how to get it out of my life. And I gave this book to so many of my friends, and my friends don't drink anymore. And a lot of them, use program or other things to supplement, but all I needed was this book, and I was done. Wow. And I'll tell you, I drank every single night of my life, and I never thought I could live without it. It was just, I was just like anyone listening that's like, no. You don't understand. All my friends drink. It's my life. It's my social life. It's my work life. It was everything to me. It's all I look forward to. Yeah, I'll never go like this when a friend enters a bar again. Woo! Like, I'll never do that. I will never greet a friend with, she's here! Yes. That's
Is that you?
That was me. That was like, that's something I miss. I'll never have that kind of to-drink enthusiasm anymore. But because I don't drink, I am fucking killing it. My life changed. I can trace my careers before and after. Like, on the dot. So, it's not for everyone. If you have a problem, you should maybe look into it. But that book seriously changed my life.
That sounds amazing. And there was no like difficulty in quitting?
None.
Wow.
It really was easy. Maybe a couple times I felt like, oh, it'd be nice to have a drink. I was dating a guy that like just wanted to have a glass of wine with me, and I'm like, why can't I just have a glass of wine? And I've been tempted, and I don't think that I would go off the deep end again, but I don't. I go back to that book, and I'm just like, any reason I can give myself, it's just really, it isn't true, and I'm better without it.
Well, it's definitely not true if you're drinking it every night and you're blacking out.
Yeah.
But if you just have a couple glasses of wine with dinner, it feels nice.
Oh,
It's
I
a
know.
social lubricant. You have fun with friends, start laughing and joking around. But you don't have that ability to stop there. Is that?
I could for
You
a
could.
few months, and then it would trickle into. It's just exactly the voice you have. People are listening, and I know you relate to this. You go, I'm just gonna have 2 tonight, but then that person, and you go, promise yourself you're just gonna have 2, but then you get that voice drunk, and that voice is like, have another.
Come on,
so
pussy.
you can't talk to yourself. You can't plan for how
Right.
you're gonna feel 2 drinks in because you
Yeah.
get drunk, and then it just keeps going.
Yeah,
I miss it, man. Even.
I have a bit about that, about drunk driving. The problem is not whether or not you can drive drunk. The problem is even thinking that you can drive drunk, because when you're drunk, you don't know what the fuck you can do or can't do.
Yes.
You think that's why guys get in fights with people way bigger than them when they're drunk, and they don't even know how to fight.
You're stupider when you're drunk.
You're a fucking moron when you're drunk. So the idea that you could drive drunk, like, I'm fine, like, you don't even know if you're fine. That's the problem.
Yes.
The problem is you're drunk.
And that's a big part of the book, is talking to people about this liquid courage that everyone cites. I mean, like, I need a drink because I can't go on stage if I don't have a drink. I need a drink
Right.
to talk to the girl. And it's not courage. What you're doing is you're making yourself more stupid.